I do live trading in this Discord for Asia session, and I typically trade gold. So welcome everybody that tuned in today. We just closed above that gap and we got a low market structure shift. So pull out your MGC charts. This is obviously gold. I'm going in heavy because I'm up on this account and I want to make some nice profits today. We expanded super fast, dropping it in right there. Boom. All right, so I'm on the 1 minute time frame. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, I can probably drop the stop loss right below. How much am I risking here? Sell stop. Boom. If you're in with buys, you drop a sell stop for your SL. And I'm just dropping it pretty much like below the IFEG right there. Sometimes the market comes back and taps back into it. Other times it doesn't. So my stop loss is just about right there. And I am looking for all these highs to get taken out. We're inside of a macro. So I'm looking for the macro to continue running until it takes out at least one of these highs. So I'm going to try to take partials probably right here. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Ooh, we got that. We got that reversal. Like I said, sometimes if it happens before Asia session, it typically comes back. It taps into that fair value gap. And then once Asia opens, we start running back in the same direction it was running before the session. Let's see if we get this expansion here. Are we going to sell or a buy? So an easy way to know if I'm selling or buying is looking at the chart. And if the red zone is facing like below, then that means we're aiming for the green zone. You know what I mean? The red zone is my stop loss. The green zone is my take profit. So here we're looking for buys. If it was the other way around, like this, where the red zone's small and the green zone's big, we're going for the green zone. So yes, we are looking for buys. We're entering because it closed above this IFEG, pretty much disrespected it and gave us a market structure shift. So once we see that it takes out these highs right here, we know that the macro manipulated on both sell side. We took out this low and now we're looking for it to take out the high. We're going to go break even and try to potentially hold it all the way to these highs right here, because I'd love to see it take out all these highs. It did take out the lows before Asia session. So now if we take out all these highs, market would be beautiful. It would be treating us nicely today. Come on. Up about 130. Okay, I can go break even here. We're about to take out the highs. And as soon as we take out that high right here, I'm going to take off partials. So I'm probably going to take about 4 micros off of this position. So 4 micros. So I'm leaving 6 on the, there you go. We just took it out on futures. We aren't there on Forex yet, but we are almost there. Come on. A little bit higher. Push up, please. It can come back around. There's a bearish gap right here. So I hope that it continues running up from this area and takes out this high. Like I said, this is a bearish gap. We respected it previously. So it can totally reverse from this area. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Come on, gold. Come on, come on, come on. So you guys might have noticed that I entered, even though we didn't tap back into this IFEG, I still entered. And the reason why I did that is because it doesn't always have to tap into the IFEG. It just has to close above it. That's already giving you a market structure shift. Think about like the higher time frame. We're not just trading on the 1 minute. The 4 hour gap is what we're pulling away from. You see this big green gap on the 4 hour? That's what we're pulling out from right now. Okay, come on. There you go. We closed above the gap right here. So now this one's also a nice little golden zone and it's likely going to keep pushing. There you go. I'm chopping off 4 partials, 4 micros. Bang. So I just closed 4 of my partials right there, 4 of my position. If you do take partials, you have to go and adjust your stop loss on legacy and you drop that down to 6 because that would be equivalent to the amount of micros we still have open on this position. So I closed about $88 right there. We still have $200 floating and I'm hoping that the rest of this goes and takes out all these highs right here. That's what we're aiming for today. We're aiming for these highs to get taken. Let's go. This trade's looking really good so far. Okay, chat. Do you guys remember what this red gap is right here? Can somebody tell me in the chat what this red gap is? And why it's kind of rejecting from this area? And why would it reject from this area? Somebody tell me. New here and you just taught me something new. Love that, brother. Love that. That's what my goal is, to teach you guys how I trade. That's why we do this for free, guys. You guys see the value. There's over 100 people tuning in today. 30-minute FVG. You're right, Oliver. So this is a 30-minute gap. And what did I tell you guys at the start of this stream? I said sometimes when the move happens before the session actually opens, it comes back. Then the session opens and then it runs down again. I've seen that happen countless times. So this gap right here, not only is it about to be Asia session, we're going to get a 30-minute candle, a new one. So what I think is about to happen is we came back up into it. We're about to get a new 30-minute candle and then we're going to sell off. So unfortunately, we might actually end up pulling down from this area. We got 2 more minutes until Asia session. So let's see. We got one more chance. I do really hope that Asia session runs up and takes out these highs. But if it doesn't, you know, it makes sense. We're still in. We survived at this position here. I'm going to move my stop loss a little bit higher. There you go. Pushing back up. So I might even look for some sells here. Once this Asia session opens, I still would love to see us run and take out all these highs, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. So you guys see dollars looks like it's also churning back around. Whenever we get big gaps like this, sometimes it comes back and rebalances that. Because you can see that there's a gap from here up to here. So if it starts running back down, we're going to get a little bit more buy side on gold. Okay, I might get taken out at break even here. Let's see. We're still respecting this IFEG. And it's Asia session. We got a new 30-minute candle. Let's see what happens here. We might get a little wick on this 30-minute candle. Okay, that should have taken me out there at break even. Wow, that was very fast. Very fast. Lots of volatility coming into this session. New 30-minute candle printed open. Boom, boom. And we also technically, we did tap into that gap right there. So that, honestly, it does look really good for sells right there. We opened up this new 30-minute candle. We ran up, tapped into that gap, and started expanding. But we're going to be patient here, chat. We're going to be patient. We're going to wait for it to take out the highs, and then I want to see those sells. Because another thing that I noticed before starting this session is I'm obviously using the 30-minute time frame right now, right? But one other thing that we get whenever Asia session opens is a new 1-hour candle. So that's why I'm scaling back out to the 1-hour time frame. And on the 1-hour time frame, I saw this bullish gap that got closed below, and we have yet to tap into it. This is called a 1-hour IFEG. So if we pull back up and tap into this thing, that would give us a nice round 2 for sells. You know what I mean? I'm still very bearish on the day here because I do want to see us run down into this no-wick candle from yesterday's daily candle. But let's be patient. Let's wait for another entry. There's so much highs here, so much accumulation that I would love to see taken out here. Buy side. Liquidity. Thank you, Mark. Break even and partials taken. Have a good day. Oh, you're done already? Let's go, crew. Have a good rest of your day. Red means run, lol. Yes, it does, Alan. Are we in sell or buy? We're waiting now. Love the inside, bro. Feels like penny just dropped. And you picked that penny up. Let's go. It's your mindset, whether you come in here to take signals or whether you come in here to actually learn. Because you guys obviously should be able to do this stuff on your own. Damn, Mark, good stuff. Up 150 on this trade. I closed 2R multiple, had TP before the highs. Nice, man. Nice trade. Glad I sold a little early. Hopefully we get these sells. Took full profit at 750. You guys are making some good money, and I love to hear that. So because it broke a previous low, will it keep running that way? Not necessarily. Breaking a previous low isn't always a bearish confluence. Sometimes it's known as like sweeping the lows. Like there's this concept of liquidity. Like if you guys have heard that word, because it sounds like there's a lot of people that are just getting into trading. So I'm going to explain it for you guys. That's why I marked it out as buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. I think it might actually be the opposite. This would be sell side. No, sell side. Okay. That always just messes me up. But pretty much, guys, there's a bunch of buyers right here at the lows. And where do you guys put your stop losses whenever you enter a buy? Like, let's be real. Where did we put our stop loss when we were entering a sell? Right above the high, right? Wherever high or fair value gap we have. So if we have a buy right here, we're going to put our stop losses underneath the low, right? The market then comes down, takes out those buyers, and guess what? New buyers enter. Why? Because there's a fair value gap right here. It's also the discount. Like if you guys trade the Fibonacci, if you mark out the bottom to the top of this move, we're now in the discount below the 0.5. So you can see the first time we came into the 0.5, second time we came into the 0.5, we got a little expansion. So now we're just back in the discount and we're likely going to see some more buy side. I want to see all these highs taken out. I want to see us tap back into the 1 hour IFVG right here. So I'm going to be patient and I'm just going to see how we react off of this zone. But we kind of achieved the goal that I wanted to. You know, I started this stream earlier than usual. And the reason why I did that is because we wanted to trade during the macro. The macro did exactly what I wanted it to do. We took out a previous low. We got an IFVG inside of that macro. Broke that market structure and we ripped up towards the nearest highs. That's all we were looking for. So let's see if we get another move back up and we can catch a trade. Here we have another bearish gap. So if we close above this bearish gap, we're probably going to run up on these highs right here. That's all that we're looking for round 2. And then we're going to try to sell from that gap. So we might even get 3 trades today. Let's see how it goes though. Let's see how it goes. Let's keep it clean. We already know there's a 4-hour bullish gap. So we might reject off of this area a few times. What do you guys recommend trading? Are you asking in terms of a prop firm? Are you asking in terms of concepts, strategy? Is IFVG an inverted fair value gap, or does it mean initial fair value gap as the first candle that starts the FVG? IFVG means inverted, like it gets disrespected. So here we have a regular FVG. It's a bearish gap, right? But if the market goes and closes above it like this, then it turns from bearish into bullish. And then the market typically uses it like it changes the market structure. It goes from sell side into buy side, and then it goes higher. Very simple concept. If you guys need a longer explanation, I do have YouTube videos up that you guys can go watch. Shorted at 615, 3615. That's nice. That's a good position right there. I wouldn't personally like sell there. But we did get that new 30-minute candle. So like as soon as Asia session started, it was respecting that 30-minute gap. Beautiful sell. I just probably wasn't fast enough because of like, we were obviously in a buy and I was hoping for us to potentially just from that new 30-minute candle run a little bit higher. So let's see, guys. You were asking the question of if we take out or if we break the lows, does that mean that we're going to turn around and buy? And I said, no, not necessarily. So let's see. Let's see if the market does indeed reverse here and go higher from this 5-minute gap. It might take a little minute. It may take a little minute. I'm thinking once this 5-minute candle closes and we get a new 5-minute gap right here, that's when we should enter a buy position to try to get up into this gap and then flip it. You know, before it actually happens, we can try to get in earlier, just off of this regular gap. So we got about 3 more minutes and then I'm going to look for another entry. What's the YouTube? I have 2 channels. So on one of them, I will send you guys the recordings of like these live streams so you can go back and watch them. The other one is called Trades by Marky. And this one I go into like strategy videos pretty much. The ultimate guide to fair value gaps. That one just goes into regular fair value gaps. And then there's also a video on inverse fair value gaps. And I have one actually coming out. My editor's just been taking so long. I literally texted this dude. I was like, I said, why is this video taking you so long? It's been like 2 weeks, bro. He's really animating it good, you know, like he's making it look good. But I do want to upload because like if the previous video I was working on is not done and uploaded, then it's kind of hard for me to go and, try to make another one. We get a nice reversal there. 1 minute time frame closed above this gap. So let's see if we tap back in. Honestly, guys, I might just re-enter just like that. I think I'm gonna go in here. All right, I'm going in with another 10 micros, and I'm gonna place my stop loss below this current candle. So see this green candle? I'm placing it below the green candle. Sell stop. We closed above another for value gap. We tapped back into it. So now I'm looking for us to run higher. This is another golden zone. It's an IFVG. Remember, we took out the lows here, and I put my stop loss right below the low. So this is how the trade's looking like. Entered, below the low, aiming for the highs. Buy side liquidity, aiming for it to tap into that 1 hour gap. Come on. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, because we're about to get a new 5-minute candle, I think I'm going break even. I'm going break even on this early. We're about to get a new 5-minute candle, and it might want to come and tap back into that 5-minute gap. So I don't want to catch this trade, run it all the way back down. You know what I mean? Let's see though. Beautiful tap. Shouldn't come back into it unless we get a new 5-minute candle and that wants to come back down. Let's see if we can get these highs here. It's looking pretty good already. There you go, 270. I'm going to take off half of the position here before we get that new 5-minute candle. Boom. Half closed. Adjust your stop loss. Let's adjust the stop loss real quick. 5. And boom, we're break even. We're holding the rest to the highs. Nice. We're about to take this most recent high. We did take out this high right here, but we didn't take out all this liquidity. We're back inside of that 30-minute gap that I was telling you guys about. That's where we ran down from the first time. Let's see if we tap all the way back into this 1 hour gap. Wasn't that beautiful, guys? Nice entries. Genuinely, the price action is price actioning. You know what I mean? The price is approaching the liquidity zone above. If it surpasses it, it is a buy entry valid for the macro timesheet. Yes. Not a buy entry. If it surpasses it, it's a buy entry for the macro. So I don't really understand exactly what you're asking here. If it takes out the highs during the macro, that's actually good for sells. Like macro just ended right there. You see that it ended. So we're inside of the last minute of the macro and we got a little bit of a reversal. Should still be in this trade. I'm hoping we survive here. Come on. Come on, come on. Keep going. We got some more liquidity up here to take out for you, gold. Come on. Nice. We survived that. We survived that. I can't wait till Legacy has a copy trader and we can copy trade 5 accounts at once. I got some good news. We got something like that coming. So just stay tuned, chat. Stay tuned. Another thing, guys, if you end up joining one of like Chris's streams in the morning and he makes you catch a few losses in a row, use code BLOWN. Get yourself 25% off of legacy funded accounts. You gotta come back to me for Asia session to catch some bangers. I'm just kidding. But we do have other sessions, guys, because I know a lot of people, some people said it was like 1 a.m. for them to join this call. If it is that time for you, find a session that works. We have Nick during London session. We have Luca during Power Hour at 12 p.m. We have early morning, 7 a.m. I did those Monday, Tuesday. Nick's covering the rest of the week for early morning. And then Chris is going to resume starting next week just because he's out on a trip. Bro's traveling the world, enjoying himself. I don't blame the guy. Time frame, macro. My English isn't very good. I'd be happy to answer your question. I just don't exactly know if it goes above highs it's good for sells. If it goes below lows, it's good for buys. And that obviously depends on the specific context on the higher time frame. Okay, so this trade looks like, oh, it didn't take me out actually. We're still good. That came so close, and I'm sure a lot of you guys got taken out. That'd be unfortunate if it took you guys out and then it runs right now to the TP. Also, guys, whenever you're done trading for the day, you're about to close your position, best button you could possibly click is this one up here, flat and all. We're currently sitting at 270 profit on the day, and once this trade closes, let's see where we end off. That's a winning day in the books, though. That's all we need. New York was so crazy, so having other sessions to bounce back is fire. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. New York was crazy. What happened today during New York? It's dope that we keep getting more coaches and lives by the day. We've had all these coaches since the start of Legacy. That was always our goal, was just to have all the sessions covered. We wanted to do something that no other community has. Every session covered, different styles of trading, different strategies. You guys find the person that you would like to trade with, that you'd like to learn from. Learn how to do it yourself. Go start your own live stream. Okay, this looks like it's going to take us out here. We can be patient. We can check out some of the other charts as well. We can take a look at what else is good during Asia session. Because I know I was looking at EURUSD for the longest time, but technically EURUSD is a London session and New York pair. So maybe we could take a look at USD JPY. And I think I'm done from gold for the day. That was some pretty solid entries, to be honest. Pretty solid. And you guys know I usually go live at 7 o'clock. And today, if you guys would like to get any trades from me at 7 o'clock or let you guys know what I'm doing, right here, guys. This is what I'm looking for at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in 2 hours, we're going to get a new 4-hour candle. What I'm expecting during 7 o'clock is for us to come back into this previous wick. It's called an immediate rebalance. Once it comes back into this area, I'll scale down lower time frame, look for an entry, and then I'll expect it to run down to this no wick on the daily time frame. Dollar was melting down, but it did leave a lot of no wick candles up here on the was it weekly? I think it was a weekly time frame. No, I'm tripping. We got something up here that had a bunch of no wicks. Okay, I don't even remember. I was analyzing a little earlier. Oh, right here. So we did pretty much take out all the no wicks. So I think it's actually pretty solid to actually keep melting down. So at 4 o'clock or at 7 o'clock when we get this new 4-hour candle, then I'm going to be looking for longs. And my first target's going to be this area right here. Immediate rebalance. And I'll send that out in the Telegram whenever I am looking for a trade. But that's going to be it. Are you break even? Yes, I am break even. So I ended off the day with $278. We took 3 trades. Let's do a little recap of the trades that we took. First one, let's see. First one was a sell prior to Asia session. No. First one was a buy during the macro. First one was a buy during a macro. We got a liquidity sweep to the left-hand side, which means it took out a previous low. Then it gave us confirmation by closing above this IFEG. We took this trade, closed partials at these highs right here, went break even, took us out. Second entry was, oh, we only took 2 trades. My bad. Second entry was right here. We took out the lows again, started running back up, closed above this IFEG, tapped back in, and started running up. Took partials at this high right here, went break even, and it took us out again. So it looks like it is leaning towards sells right now in the current moment. We're getting lower lows. So I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to wait till 7 o'clock when we get that new 4-hour candle to take any more trades. Is it okay to enter back in now? No. Why don't you enter with more to win more? You know what you're talking about. Because guys, I don't want you guys to do the same. There's a lot of people that don't know more, and I'm trading with a good amount of risk still. 10 micros is pretty much one mini contract, and that's a good amount of risk. That's more than you guys should even be trading with. Made 170 on that one, bro. Nice trade. I'm out. See you later. Later, Iceman. Thank you for tuning in.